Okay, we are starting this week on the top of page 7, so please make sure you have your book open to page 7, that it's staying open. Now, I saw in a lot of your videos that your slides weren't always locked when you were just moving your trombone around. So please make sure when you're not playing, your slide stays locked, right? So that you can pick it up with one hand and nothing falls out. If we're about to play, then yeah, you can unlock your slide and get it ready to move. The other thing we want to look at is we want to make sure that our left hand is holding the trombone in the corner. I don't know which is the best way for you to see that. See where my thumb is wiggling? A lot of you are trying to hold it before the corner, but your thumb needs to hold the pieces together. So your first finger is sticking up and your thumb is tucked into this corner holding the two pieces together. Okay? Let me show you something a little silly. You can't make a recording towards your computer like this. You're going to hit the computer and it doesn't sound very good because you're aiming right at the microphone. So when you're recording for me, if you can aim just below your music stand, that would be good. Or if you want to play like face sideways and record, that's okay. Don't aim your trombone right towards the computer or your whatever device you're using because it looks really silly and it distorts the sound because you're blowing right into it. Okay, so now that we're all set up and ready to go, remember you've done your buzzing, right? So if you haven't done your buzzing, pause this video, take your mouthpiece out for 30 seconds, and then you can come back, okay? So now that our lips are warmed up with buzzing, we want to look at the top of page 7. You can take your pencil that's in your folder, or I like to use my pencil as the pointing device. You could use your finger if you want. But your pencil's okay, and we're going to look at the top of page 7 because there are 2 new notes. Well, one's a note and one's a rest. We have half note. Half note is a circle with a stem, so it's not colored in on the center, and there's a stem coming up or down the side. And a half note gets 2 toe taps. So that means you're either blowing for 2 toe taps, or you have a half rest, which looks like a little hat, which means you're not blowing for 2 toe taps. But either way, 2 toe taps each. The last thing we want to check out is called breath mark. Breath mark looks like an apostrophe, and you're going to see that in between the notes. If you see this apostrophe, you must take your mouth off and take a breath. Okay, it's not like, oh, breath mark if you feel like it. No, you have to, even if you're not out of air. So we'll show you how to do that in number 8. Move your trusty pointing device down to number 8, and let's check it out. We are still using the same 3 notes, D, C, and B flat. So can we do a slide review on D, C, and B flat? So this would be a good time to unlock your slide if it's not already unlocked. Okay, put your instrument into playing position. Now, a lot of people are trying to hold their trombone up sideways. The trombone does not go up in front of your face. The bell, that's why remember this part is curved. It goes along your neck, and the bell sticks out to the side. Your elbow should not be sticking out the side. Put your elbow just regular down, okay, and your bell is next to your slide. Not like this. That's weird. Okay, so let's do a slide check on D, 4th position, right? D. And we could test it out. Okay, then let's check C, 6th position, arm straight out. And then B flat, 1st position, all the way in. Okay, nice check. Let's lock our slide. Oops. Okay, go back to rest position, and now we can say the notes. For number 8, if you see a breath mark in between the notes, you will take a breath while we're saying the notes. Tap your foot with me. Here we go. 1, 2, say the notes. D, D, rest, 2, 3, 4. C, C, rest, 2, 3, 4. B flat, B flat. All right, let me show you what this breath mark sounds like. I'm going to unlock my slide, put my slide in 4th position because I'm going to do the first 2 notes for you. A breath mark is not a rest. So you don't have time to like put your instrument down. It's literally like in between your feet tapping. So it's like D, breathe D, okay? So So check it out. You don't breathe in through your trombone. It's got all the oil and grease in it from when they put it together at the shop. We take our mouth off, away from the mouthpiece. Quick breath, put your mouthpiece back on and play the note. So check it out. Then I rest and switch my slide. So can you try that? You need to do mouth off, take a breath, put your mouth back on, do a T sound and make another note. So I'll try it on C too. So try that. Put your slide position in 6 for C and give me a C, breathe C. And why not try it in B flat because we're here. Each sound gets a T sound. Every time you redo a note, another T sound, okay? Let's try it. Here we go. D. Number 8. Following the music with your eyes, moving your slide in the rest. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest and switch to C in 6. Rest and switch to B flat, go. Okay, so we can go back to rest position. Let's look at number 9. Number 9, I see breath marks, but I notice that you actually have to do something else while you're breathing. And that is change your slide. So put your trusty pointing device right on number 9, and we're going to say the notes. So this time you'll notice while you're taking a breath, your arm needs to move. And actually, if you think you can follow with your eyes, I'm not going to point. I'm going to do my slide when I say the notes. That way I'm practicing my slide positions while I'm practicing note reading. So if you think your eyes can follow along without a pointer, you can do this too. Say the notes for number 9. I'm practicing my slide too. 1, 2, say the notes. D, C, rest. 2, stay on C. C, B flat, rest, and switch to C, C, D. All right, let's try it. Here we go. This is number 9. Starting on a D, lots of switching. 1, 2, ready, play. Stay on D, start with a T sound. Go. Switch. Go to C, ready, go. Switch. Great. Okay, so you can practice that again at your own speed. You can also check out number 10 on your own. We're not going to do it in this video together, but you're going to practice number 10 the same way. Say the notes first, do your slide positions, and then give it a try to play. Okay? Move your eyes down right now to number 11 because we want to use those half notes we were talking about from the top of the page. So number 11, scan your eyes through there. Do you see any breath marks? I see some rests. I see some half rests. But I don't see any breath marks in between the notes, which means we're not going D, D, D. You take one breath and you do the D with your tongue. So check it out. Just like the way you would talk. You don't talk like this. Don't play your trombone like that. Check it out. Then I switch. Okay, so in between the half notes, I'm not taking my trombone off my face because I have air in my lungs and I'm using my t, not okay? So let's say the notes for number 11. If you want to point to them with your pencil or your finger, that's fine. I'm going to say them and do my slide because that's better practicing. Here we go. Saying the notes for number 11. 1, 2, say the notes. D, D, D. Rest and switch. C, C, C. and switch. B flat, B flat, B flat, rest and switch. C, rest and switch. B flat. Now how many people got tricked at the end of the song because you thought there were going to be 3 C's and there weren't? That is the book trying to trick you because they know you stopped paying attention because you thought it was a pattern. Don't get tricked. Make sure your eyes are on the music so you know what to do with your arm and your tongue. All right, let's play it. Here we go. Number 11, half the price. Starting on a D. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest and switch. Rest and switch. Rest and switch. Switch back to B flat. Great. Now, this is where your homework ends for this week, and also you're going to get a chance to play along with the tracks. I gave you a nice YouTube playlist to do the tracks, but you can look on the inside cover of your book, and you can see how to get the tracks by downloading an app, but I think YouTube is just the easiest. So that way you'll be able to play along with all the songs that we've done so far, and it sounds like other people are playing with you, which makes it a little more fun. Okay, so happy practicing. I can't wait to see your videos.